Hey, hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right, so let's get into this. Today's topic video is going to be for the 16th. And I want to start out with an oracle card for the overall energy. Energy of solitude. This looks really peaceful. Um, there could be somebody who's like, you know what, I'm going to go decompress. 16th could be a great day to go outside, especially in the evening. This could be a person who's like, oh, I love the smell of the night. I love if there's a water source. I love to be down by the water in the evenings. It just feels really soothing. It feels really comforting. Hi, everyone. Great to see you. Okay, so that's really awesome, actually. We've got the devil sideways. So if somebody is stepping into an energy of solitude, it may be because, we got to kind of wash ourselves clean a little bit of stresses of the day. If somebody's had too much gossip or something around them on the 16th, they might be saying, oh, it's so good to come home. And I'm not even going to rehash any of the gossip. You know what? Whatever tomorrow brings. Somebody could be going fishing and just saying, I am going to literally just let all of the constant chatting in my ear, dealing with other people's drama, whatever it is. It feels like somebody got embroiled in other people's, stuff. This could be, let's say this is a manager at a business, and there's always going to be squabbles and drama, and it's like, okay, I got to hear it out. I got to be, caring and all of that. But really, keeping perspective of what's small potatoes in life versus what's bigger stuff. And I think that this is a character who's like, I know that life is made up of more than the little tiny gossipy. And if somebody's been gossiping about me, who cares? You know what? That's not going to impact me. Not really. If somebody's going to believe the gossip about me, fine. Then I'll probably be better off without those kinds of people in my life anyway. I just feel like we have a character who's really, they are, I think, racing away from drama. This feels like, I think that we have a character who knows when things get frustrating or things get, you know, kind of like the pendulum swings too far in a different direction. There's too much gossip. They quickly go do the reverse. They shut down conversation. They shut down their energy flow so that people can't keep coming at them. I kind of feel like that looks like it's maybe the best energy this character could come up with is like, let me, when energy is coming at me and it's too much, let me withdraw from it. Let me sidestep it. I'm literally picturing like, in martial arts movies or something where, somebody comes to try to like throw a punch, and, a martial arts master just like sidesteps and it goes right past and they fall over, because it's like they threw their energy. But if we're not there, if we're out of the way before that energy comes at us, we didn't absorb it, we didn't take that hit. So that's what this feels like is, yeah, I'm going to quickly sidestep. I do feel like someone is very intentionally exiting right as juicy gossip is getting started. And they're just like, don't want to be a part of it. Don't want to know. Don't need to. I'm going to go home. Bye. We've got the Knight of Cups in the reverse. This also says if there is somebody just stirring the pot, and keep in mind the devil can be somebody who just stirs the pot. And it could be an intentional, mean-spirited stirring of the pot. Gossip is rarely nice, right? Gossip is not usually kind. And if it was about or intended to, make somebody sad or make somebody feel some kind of way about a potential romance, it's like, you know what? I'm not even going to listen. If somebody's intentionally trying to tell me something that they know might hurt my feelings, oh, did you know I saw so-and-so with somebody? And it's like, oh, wow, they knew I liked that person, but they just want to, tell me that person obviously maybe is cheating or wants somebody else. I'm literally not going to listen to it. And I think it's good because I think if there's going to be either truth, that truth has to come from the horse's mouth, or if, consider the source. Anytime we hear anything, especially something unpleasant, consider the source first. I think it's so good to know when to, shut off and not absorb other people's energy, especially if it's going to make us sad or if it's intended to make us, doubt something or feel sad. It's so good to know, pull back and consider the source. Where is this coming from? Somebody who's got an agenda in the first place that's not very nice. Eight of Wands. Yeah, I actually think if somebody's like trash talking or saying something that could potentially rock the foundation of a relationship, so much better for our character to say, well, I'm definitely not going to listen to anybody's gossip about, the person I care about or my person or my relationship. I'll talk directly to my partner. I'm not going to, or if somebody is saying something and they unwittingly, they don't know, but they have a hunch that maybe this person does like me and they're just trying to stir me up or get a rise, I'm definitely not going to be responding. This is like the 16th is a day to zip it, to exit if people are saying things that we don't need to hear nor respond to. But it's a really good day to say, I only am conversing with the people that I need to about topics. I don't want to let, information that doesn't have anything to do with other people even like seep out. I don't want to be drawn into drama, gossip, or somebody who wants me to say something just so then they can turn it around and use it against me. Not even. I'm just going to go ahead and step away from that kind of energy. I love the not engaging with drama and only talking to the correct sources for information or talking to the correct people. With the Four of Pentacles, it's going to make our character's life so much better. And it could be like they really will dodge some huge drama in the workplace or dodge some big, stupid, like family drama. Families are so good at creating drama. But with this Four of Pentacles, but we have this huge tree of life that's growing and it's so robust and it's so fabulous. It's such a good skill to develop to, number one, not let ourselves be impacted by other people with ill intentions or just, like I said, the gossip monger energy. It's so nice not to absorb their negativity or be puppeted. But then also it's nice to hold one's own energy back and spend our energy on developing our own life. Wasting time gossiping or being hurt by gossip is not going to add much value to anybody's life. So it's really awesome to see somebody who's like, exactly, that's why I don't engage. That's why I don't worry about this kind of stuff. Wheel of Fortune, we keep seeing somebody whose life, because they make this decision for themselves to withdraw from engaging in something negative or not listening to somebody, even tell lies. And it could be telling lies about a relationship, trying to make somebody feel less loved by their partner or trying to, whoever the devil is definitely trying to start something. But we can see that it has the exact reverse effect because we have somebody who knows how to step away. And it's interesting because it opens up the next chapter of their life in a beautiful way with that Wheel of Fortune. It's like everything gets better. It could even be that, it deflates the fun that the devil was about to have. And ironically, it could bring two people closer together than ever. Let me just ask, what is the lie attempted to be told about? Because I have a hunch. Five of Wands. This could be like the telephone game where somebody wants to say and stir up trouble for sure, because this is starting a fight. It could be territorial. It could be I'm almost thinking that this could be one of those situations where somebody is trying to tell another person that like your whatever, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your person of interest, they like me. And I don't even think that that's true in this story, but they're trying to stir up a trouble and it doesn't work. And in fact, it actually may bring the two people that were being gossiped about, bring them closer together. So the individual who knows to step away on the 16th could actually end up like having a strengthened relationship to the point where it's like, oh, I'm going to marry this person that this the devil person tried to cause a rift between us, and it had the reverse impact. We actually are better than we've ever been. In fact, we have to thank them for getting us together, because I don't know that I ever would have, like told you how I felt about you really, had there not been all that weird gossip stuff going around. We got this Queen of Pentacles and we have this Seven of Cups. This really looks quite beautiful. The turn of good fortune, we could have been telling the story all along of a Queen of Pentacles, somebody who kind of withdraws, somebody who's like, I'm not going to engage in drama, but then that in turn makes everything in life blossom. This is fertility. This can be growth. This can be monetary growth. This could be somebody who knows how to play their cards right and not create like business enemies, not engage with people that will tear down relationships, but everything else turns out so nice. This is like, even if somebody's being rude or nasty, it's better not to engage and be like, well, since they said that, I'm going to say this. Since they're going to tell lies, hey, maybe I'll start a whopper. It's so much better not to do that. There's so much better karma for this character. And it really turns out where I think they're going to have their kind of like their wildest dreams start to come true. The Seven of Cups is all these opportunities, all these options. And that's what the fertility aspect is. It's like everything in their life gets better, from a love story to, business opportunities, to the tree of life grows, everything. And they stand in their integrity. I think that this person would probably be very, very well respected as well. It's pretty impressive when you see somebody like act with dignity in the face of like huge ridiculousness and drama, and you cannot draw them into the drama. That's always pretty impressive, isn't it? To see self-control and to see somebody who's like, I'm kind of above all that. So I'm just gonna, let you have your beliefs and spread whatever lies you want. But what am I supposed to do? You can say anything, doesn't mean it's true, but I'm not too worried about it. And that kind of inner strength really changes our character's life. So it's definitely a day to not get ruffled, is what it says about the 16th. Don't get ruffled, which I love that. I love the message. I mean, easier said than done sometimes, but yeah, embodiment of wands. They definitely are having some huge reverse impact of what they thought. They thought they could start a fight. It doesn't. They thought they could break somebody up or instill fear. Maybe this is even somebody who was like flirting with somebody else's partner. And it's like, if my partner can be peeled away so easily by you and your whispers in their ear, you can have them. I'm not too worried. My partner is either literally going to choose me wholeheartedly, or if they want you instead, they can go. I don't own them. It kind of feels like there's that attitude here too. But let me tell you, this is definitely like this King of Wands wants this Queen of Pentacles like all day. Like this isn't even a question mark. So we definitely have a strong and getting stronger relationship, simply because we've got, I'll say, that Queen of Pentacles who stands in dignity in the face of super drama and the attempt to create super drama. It does not work. It falls far short. I just have to ask, not to be mean, but what happens to the person that was trying to create all the drama? What happens with that? We get the Judgment card. They kind of, you notice that this is like, well, I guess I'm leaving. I'm resigned to the fact that there's all these bones laying here and there's nothing else. Nobody will play my stupid game. So I guess I got to go now. The Judgment card is making the judgment call. It's also sometimes like resurrecting a connection, but obviously that did not happen. So maybe this was an ex trying to get somebody else back. And, it's like it didn't work. It fell flat. But whatever this is, the devil seems to be like resigned to the fact that, look, if I can't get people riled up and fighting, then it's not even fun for me. So I guess I'll leave and go see if I can cause trouble elsewhere. That's how that comes across to me. It's not even like, wow, I'm so sorry. It just seems like What a bummer. I thought this was going to be so much more fun. I do love the don't engage aspect. I think that's a terrific message. All right, I am going to leave this one here. We have had some odd and choppy messages tonight, so we'll see what we get tomorrow as we get into zodiacs, and we shall see. I mean, I did choose a murky backdrop, so maybe that's why we're having kind of funky, murky messages. So I'll be interested to see what tomorrow brings. You guys, thanks so much for being here. Donnie Ford, Maria, sweet. I love that. Poise is everything, isn't it? Denise said, thank you, love. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, I love Imagine Dragons because you're unnatural. Love that. Thanks again, Donnie Ford. You're so sweet. Thank you for reminding me. I so appreciate you guys giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. And especially thank you, Donnie, for reminding me. Courtney Jade. That's awesome. Nope. Zona133 Dawn, how are you? April Fresh, great to see you, little night owl. Rhapsody in Blue 222. I got the memo. I'm wearing the color. Lolly, Brele, Tina, Denise said, thank you again, honey. Tammy Johnson, Queen Ditch, Jeannie Vale. I know there's a bunch of us up so late tonight. I'm trying not to be up so late, but obviously there's just, some days, some nights just go late. Anyway, you guys, Crystal Pixley, hi, honey. You were perfect. So glad I got to say hi to you. All right, you guys, lots of love, sweet dreams to everybody, or have a wonderful start to your day if that's what you're off to. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.